Hustle Podcast Show, Season 4, Episode 55, with CEO Supervision. Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
What you want to know? You want to know my life?
I want to know your branding, your marketing, how you got started.
Okay. That's that's real deep right there. But I'm gonna give you the short version.
Okay, give us the short version.
So I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. I like to start off with that so people understand my background from how I came up. But I have 3 older siblings. I'm the youngest of 4.
Wow, really?
And my mom is from Alabama. My dad is from Chicago. So it's a real funny situation because my dad, being that he's from Chicago, I didn't grow up around him. But my mom is from Alabama, but I didn't grow up around her family. So I grew up with my mom, not around her family.
Okay.
Not around my dad, but around his family. So it's a weird situation.
And how'd you get to Houston? What made you move to Houston?
Once I graduated from Michigan Tech University, I wanted to, get around a different environment. It's a lot of negativity, violence, gun violence, and stuff like that in Chicago. So I wanted to get somewhere else to where I didn't have to.
You hear it every day in Chicago.
Yeah.
So what is CEO Supervision?
Oh, that's a great. I've never been asked that question.
Really?
People just say supervision or CEO supervision. They never ask what does it mean or what is it about. So I'm gonna give you. You're the first person to ask that. So this is definitely, this is a behind the scenes insight, like in depth. So a friend of mine in college, I drew the logo. So a friend of mine in college was like, he wanted to start working on logos and things like that.
Okay.
And so I sent him the drawn version, which is not what you see now. And then he came up with what you see now. Okay. And so I used to always say, I used to have different sayings, and I used to always say, I'm going to be a CEO, and I made it make sense. So I was like, and then I turned CEO into commit, evolve, overcome, because in order to I guess elevate or succeed in life, you have to commit to something in order to evolve and then overcome whatever the obstacles are that you're facing.
Definitely.
And so CEO stood for commit, evolve, overcome, which is something I wanted to do more branding on in regards to like clothing, business attire, and things like that. And so supervision, the hands and the eyeball, is like my company molding, the vision. You have the vision, the client being the eyeball and the company being the hand. So we kind of shape the vision. So we help to commit, evolve, and overcome the obstacles that the client have, and CEO Supervision evolved from that.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
And what makes you stand out in your industry?
Nobody do what I do.
Okay, I like that.
No, nobody. Like everyone does something similar, but once they actually sit down and they see actually what I do and how we, tend to the clients in regards to our monthly checklist and how we, cater to our clients.
Okay, you manage artists, correct?
That's something I do as well, yes.
Okay,
I do that.
So let artists know how important it is for them to do their part of the deal about working and not only just relying on you just to make it happen for them.
A lot of people don't understand because they think as an artist, they need management in order to excel. Right. You don't get management until you have something to manage.
Correct.
If you don't have anything to manage, it's like, right, what are you managing? And then managers get a percentage. So if they don't make any money, then you get 20% of zero.
Right.
20,
so it's
30%
like I'm
of zero.
getting nothing.
You're getting
so we're getting nowhere.
So it's like you need certain people to help you get in a position. You need booking agents, you need PRs, public relations people to help you get media and interviews with worth the hustle. So they can get you in position.
Okay, if you could change one thing about the world, what would it be and why?
One thing about the world, the stereotype about who we are and how we're portrayed.
Definitely.
I had locks before I cut my hair. Before it looked like this, I had locks.
Really?
Yeah. If you go back a little deeper in my Instagram, I had locks maybe 2019. I cut them maybe February 2019.
And what made you cut them?
The biggest thing is my daughter told me long hair's for girls.
And like I got
and she told me that I didn't want her looking at me being, the man that I am and say, this is the type of guy that I need to, find based on my dad. Let me get a guy with locks and long hair and earrings and all of that type of stuff. So
how old is your daughter?
Right now she's 11.
Okay, and real quick, let enlighten the youth with some encouragement words that you would give them to strive for a dream.
to strive for a dream. I would say just make sure you plan out what it is you want to do, 3 to 5 years from now, because we always look at right now. And in the times of right now, this is not necessarily where you're going to be in the next 3 to 5 years. So
Definitely.
if you intend on excelling and exceeding in life in general, you have to plan out your next step and your next moves.
Definitely.
If you think about 3 to 5 years ago, you're nowhere near where you were 3 to 5 years prior to where you are now.
Nowhere. And definitely you have to grow with time, because everything is changing
For sure.
and moving. So I noticed that you have your own show called The Catch Up Roundtable. Okay, what do you discuss on there?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Shout out to Shy Chanel, co-host. She actually came up with the show, and I was just blessed to be a part of it. So to be honest with you, she's the producer and co-host, and she came up with the idea. We talk about life events, current events. We talk about entertainment, and then anything going on currently, in the like entertainment news and that type of thing. But we do it in front of a live audience.
Oh,
So that's what makes it different. We'll have a live audience, and we'll have this, and we'll go live, and we'll stream live, and of course we'll record it, and people will get a chance to watch it later. And they're actually showing where we're supposed to do the live show tonight. So that's why I'm coming from there as we speak.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah.
And how long have y'all been doing that?
We were doing it before COVID. We shot 2 episodes before COVID. Then COVID shut us down, and then we shot 3 since COVID. So we're like 5 episodes in, but it's really been about
Okay, shout out
6,
to
7
y'all.
monch.
Y'all didn't let it stop y'all. Don't let COVID stop you.
Nah.
Okay.
Shout out COVID.
It changed a lot of people's plans this season.
I
Some
mean,
for
and
good,
how do
some
you
for
feel
bad.
about COVID?
I love it.
You
I
love it?
Thank you,
You're
COVID.
so
Cause some
funny.
for good, not like that. But if you did not come up during this time, you were not doing nothing at all. I mean, you
Shout
just
out.
don't want nothing
Shout out.
in life.
COVID, thank you. Hey, shout out COVID. Yeah, shout out COVID. Listen, it allowed me time to like process things.
Right.
COVID was like, hey, chill out real quick. Hey, relax.
Definitely.
And I was able to, okay, let me pump the brakes a little bit. As I pump the brakes, let me think about a way to better what I'm doing.
Right.
How to like hone in to my craft and
Like,
focus.
perfect it.
Yeah.
did.
COVID did that for me.
I
Thank you,
definitely
COVID.
understand where you're coming from, because that's how it's been for us. Okay, so describe yourself in 3 words.
3 words, wow. Relentless, motivated, and determined would be the same thing, so I'm gonna choose something different. I'm gonna say organic.
Okay, I like
That's
that.
like my favorite word. Organic is my favorite word.
Organic.
Not fake.
Um,
Either
not
real
That's by
Organic.
far my favorite word.
Okay.
Like, literally, my sister calls me Organic Marvin, which is my first name. She calls me Organic Marvin.
Okay.
Like seriously, I got text messages when she calls
It's
me.
not easy being Marvin, huh?
No, it's not easy being organic.
It's not easy. I like that. Okay, so we're gonna play a game, and I'm gonna name some people, places, and things, and I want you to name the first thing that comes to your mind.
Just whether it's a person, place, thing.
And whether it's a person, place, or thing.
Okay.
So, Jamaica,
Vacation.
Cardi B,
Bullshit.
Beyonce,
I love her.
Nicki Minaj,
She cool.
Oprah Winfrey,
Chicago.
Chicago, definitely. Pizza,
Chicago.
Future.
Terrible.
Why would you say?
I love his music, but I hate it at the same time. We just had an argument/debate in the studio about Future being better than Lil Wayne. So that's the first thing that came to my head.
Ooh,
Literally
nice.
yesterday, we had a debate.
That's tough.
Someone said Future was better than Lil Wayne, and I'm like, what do you?
Like, what do you? Yeah.
You must have missed that whole era where he did like
You
100 features in 1 year. He ran the
You had to.
mixtape game. He's still
You had
relevant
to.
after 30 years, but that's a whole other conversation.
Selena Gomez,
I don't know anything about her, so Justin Bieber.
Rihanna, Rihanna,
She got beat up.
Jay-Z.
Out of all things.
He like, she definitely got beat up. Oh my
The
goodness.
Blueprint.
The Blueprint. Okay.
I feel like,
Sierra.
Sierra, who's that? Sierra Russell Wilson.
Right. Kids.
Kids, mine. I have 2 of them, 11 and a 9-year-old, Morgan and Marvin. I love
That's
them
nice. Marvin.
dearly.
Brown.
Black.
Silver. Puerto Rico.
San Juan. I took a vacation. It was dope.
Last but not least, Work the Hustle.
You?
Definitely. Okay.
Shout
and
out you.
Plug the people in on where they can find you. Let them know what all you got going on.
They can find me if they look at your page because you posted me multiple times and I appreciate that because
You were very welcome.
yeah, like I do what I do, but I wouldn't be able to do what I do without the people who actually help me do what I do.
Right.
And so you allow me on your platform, you know, no matter how big, how small,
Right.
you know, how popular or whatever the case is, it's like when you get these opportunities, it's always appreciated because you didn't have to have me. And
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
And thank you for coming.
no, for real, for real. Granted, I was a little bit late. Granted, I was a little bit late. I still showed up, but I apologize about that. But yeah, like this is always like great to be able to do something that you love to do and to have the opportunity to be on a platform that's not your own because it's always different people seeing something different. So
Right.
if I gain one viewer, one follower, one like, one client, you know, I'm always appreciative of that.
And that's great you look at it like that, because, you know, word of mouth, different people seeing you, what you do.
One person could change your life.
Right, definitely.
You could give me that one person to help me change my life to do
Right.
something bigger and better. So I
That's
appreciate that.
Thank you for
Sometimes
coming.
all it takes is one person.
And thank y'all for watching another great episode of the Work the Hustle podcast show.
Yeah.